When I get up in the morning, one of the first things I do is come out on the porch and look around and wonder, what am I going to see today? When I lived in town, I had people all around me and traffic, noise. And when I live out here, the sounds I hear, the birds, the wind, it's just a real peaceful feeling for me to be here.
It seems there's something distant in the first morning light that calls out to Ruth Hoyt here in the Rio Grande Valley of Texas.
To me, that's the most important thing, is to not disturb them from what goes on in their lives. I love watching nature. I just get to see a little piece of what happens in their lives, and get to see an intimate part of what they do. She's coming back. There she goes. Oh.
Ruth has developed an odd kinship with the birds and animals of the brush country. Through so many hours, days, weeks, and months, she has learned their habits and, in a way, earned their trust. It's helped her to become one of the world's leading female nature photographers.
When I photograph something that I feel like I've nailed the shot, it's almost euphoric. Maybe it is euphoric because you know you've got something special that you didn't have before. I was the first professional photographer to photograph the black-headed nightingale thrush in the United States. This is the first time the bird has ever been documented here. Every time that I go out, I rekindle that spirit of finding something out there. It's an emotional high when you find something like something new to photograph.
When she picked up a camera years and years ago, Ruth discovered she had an eye for nature's most elusive moments. But it wasn't until she came to the Rio Grande Valley that she began focusing on the incredible beauty of the animals and plants found only in the remote corners of this special area.
I think people have a connection with nature and animals. I mean, you can go to a zoo and see animals, but it's just not the same as coming out to some place like this and seeing them in their own element, in their space, living their lives. What it means is peace. I'm so peaceful and inside living here. It's still sort of twilight, before the sun comes up. You're going to be working in low light. It's hard to get me to come off the ranch and go to town, but one of the things that motivates me to go to town is teaching and sharing my knowledge with others.
You guys are good. Okay.
A lot of the people who sign up for my class sign up because they want to learn how to take better pictures of their babies or their children or their puppy or their husband. And what I tell them is, it doesn't matter what the subject is, you can apply the same techniques that you use for photographing a flower or a deer to your children or your husband. But for me, it's more interesting to take a picture of a flower or a deer or a bird than people.
From her buried photo blind, Ruth spends hours and hours, a quiet witness to natural wonders. She knows this water thrush just touched down after an exhaustive journey from the West Indies, and now the bird feeds only inches from the front of her camera. And above, floating effortlessly, turkey vultures celebrate the finale of a punishing regiment of migration. All these images, funneled through Ruth's lens, are caught and preserved for the world.
People do think I'm crazy. They ask me, "Don't you go crazy out there? Aren't you afraid to be by yourself out there?" When I think about how much time I spend out there, hours and hours, I might come back with nothing. Well, nothing in the camera, but I come back with something inside. And it's, even if you have nothing on the camera, you've got a memory of what you saw and felt when you were out there.
Ruth Hoyt has found a place tucked away far from civilization where nature lets down its guard for an up-close glimpse at the world undisturbed and unchanged, where the currents and cycles of life play out in a grand, unrehearsed drama for an audience of one.
Sometimes I feel like the luckiest person in the world to be living out here. And in a way, my photographs become a tribute to what makes up this area called the Rio Grande Valley.
Thanks for hopping in and traveling with us. Now click the subscribe button for more videos like the one you just saw.